Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another premiere draft of Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Last time we had a really cool deck, and I misplayed it a couple times. Though I did say on the outset of this set that misplays are likely to happen because there's a lot of little intricate things going on in the format. Alright. We have a Souls of the Lost. Additional cost cast a spell. Discard a card or sacrifice a permanent. Fathomless Descent. Equals the number of permanent cards in your graveyard, and toughness is that number plus 1. That card could just be a 2-mana insane thing. It's definitely going to be the pick here. Definitely the best card in the pack. Other cards in the pack, I do like the Dreadmaw's Ire. I mean, I guess Pit of Offerings is okay. Then the rest of this pack is, you have some okay cards. You got the Idol, the Deep King, Favor, Staggering Size, then the Bristleback, the Draught. Yeah, we're just going to take the Souls of the Lost. And who knows, maybe we'll just do this Black Descend thing again. I don't mind doing that again. That was a fun deck to play. Treasure map? Someone passed me a treasure map? This is not a card you should be passing. Well, a common was taken. That common must be a Braid, because I noticed there's no red common in the pack, and the way these packs are designed, there should be at least one common of every color in the pack. So that means we're probably not going to be red. But yeah, treasure map. That can make the deck regardless of what we do. If you don't know what this thing does, this is a reprint from the original Ixalan. Basically, you scry 1, and once you do that 3 times, it flips and makes 3 treasure tokens. And the land can make colorless, and you can tap it, sack a treasure to draw a card. So you'll spend a few turns setting up your next draws with the scries, and then you'll flip into a land that can, do a whole bunch of nice stuff. Alright, for this pack, we have a Petrify for some removal. We have Echo of Dusk, which is a 2-drop that we definitely want if we're doing this Descend thing again. There's Malicious Eclipse, which that could be good and it could be not as great. There's also the Waterwind Scout, which I do enjoy as well. There's the Promising Vein, which is also a reasonable card. So I think it's between the Waterwind Scout, Echo of Dusk, and the Vein. Since we're already black and we want to do this Descend thing again, let's take the 2-drop. Because honestly, I would play 5 of this card with the Descend 4 thing. It was so good last time. Once it gets lifelink, all of our cards right now cost 2 mana. This is also a great way to start things off. Well, there's another 2-drop here, which is pretty nice. Rampaging Ceratops is pretty good, too. But we're going to take the Necromage. When it dies, you get 2 1/1 tokens, so that's pretty neat. This might be more of a white-black synergy, but this really could go into any sort of a black deck, because it's pretty good. I like it. And also, for our Echo of Dusk, we have to, for our Souls of the Lost, we either have to sack a permanent or discard a card. So this gives us, something we can either sacrifice the Wizard or sacrifice one of the fungus things to it. Probably more of the fungus things. Alright, there are some decent red cards coming through, but we have a Soulcoil Viper, which I think that's going to be the pick over the Deathcap Marionette, which would also be fine too, as a 2-drop. But I'm going to take the Viper. We'll see what comes of it, because this can go great while milling stuff too. And maybe we'll end up being green-black, and we'll get a couple of these nurturing bristlebacks, which are great reanimation targets. There's also the puzzle door, which is nice for the blue-black version of this Descend deck. We don't know which of those we're going to be right now. So we're just going to keep grabbing these nice black cards. We could also be white-black with the Market Gnome. That likes to be sacrificed. And white has some tokeny things as well. I'm on board with that. We do have the Screaming Phantom. Eaten by Piranhas would be decent interaction. And Fanatical Offering. I also want to pick up at least one of those. Probably just one. I'm going to take the Market Gnome here. Maybe dip our toes into white as well. Who else is in... Oh, I don't think... Oh, I recognize that name. But I don't really know too many others here. Okay, now we have Explorer's Cache, which is okay, but not really what we need to do. Same with Spelunking, which would be okay, but not what we really need to do. I like the Mycoid. We can take that as a 4-drop. The Noir is also a fine card to play as well in this deck. Those are really the only 2 cards I would even consider. We'll take the cheaper one for now. Ooh, the Skullcap Snail. Oh, and the Draught. Do I have... Souls of the Lost needs us to sacrifice. Snail. Oh, I want to play snails. Not really interested in either the green, blue, or white cards, really. So it's between the snail and the Draught. Let's take the snail, because that can mess up our opponent early on. Now we have Buried Treasure, which I'm not too interested in. We have the Pit of Offerings, which that might be the pick here. We could take the Song of Stupefaction. It doesn't even have flash. But that does help us mill. I'm going to take the Pit for now. And we did get the Nurturing Bristleback back. I'm going to grab that because we do have the Viper to go with it. So we're just kind of dipping our toes into white and green here. We could even still be blue-black. Depends how this next pack goes, but we haven't seen a whole lot of blue things coming through. There's another Bristleback, which I wouldn't mind, or a Promising Vein, which I also wouldn't mind. I think I'm actually going to take the Vein. Reason being is this can also just help us like do these Descend triggers on our turn. And I already have one Bristleback, and there's a chance we could pick up another one some other point in the draft. The Seed Stones. Craft with a creature. Gain life equal to the mana value. That wouldn't be bad, but the Boulder's not bad either. Speaking of another Bristleback. I'll take that over draft. How many of this rare do I have? I only have one so far. It's really not good. Vito's Inquisitor. That could be a card we could play. Mountain we probably won't play. And we have a Get Lost here. That's a removal spell. We have a draw. We're not really attached to green. We also have the Necromage again. I think I'm just going to take the Get Lost. It's a nice removal spell. We could still be white, black. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, we have a Mythic. A green Mythic. Watley. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Then for 5 mana, you can exile it, create 2/3/3 green dinos. But that wants us to be red or white. Well, we're still taking it, because it is a Mythic for the collection. If that wasn't here, well, I guess there's another chance here, which would be probably my pick. But there's a chance, there's a chance we might wheel that. We'll take the Watley. Okay, well, we have a poison dart frog here. We also have the Lurker Rune Bat. The Marionette. Marionette would be good, too, to help mill things. There's another chance. I think we'll lean into... Because if we can flip this, search library for a dino, reveal it. Dinos you control have double strike and trample. I don't know. I'm going to take the Poison Dart Frog. We'll lean into the green splash a little bit. Okay, well, we have a Rampaging Spike Tail here. We have a reasonable Dig Site Conservator. But we're kind of fine on 2-drops right now. We have In the Presence of Ages, which is a card for the green-black version of this deck. So why don't we take that over some of those other things? It's still very... Well, I don't know if we want to splash. Oh, but now we have a Colossal Dactyl. Just a 4-mana 4/5 with a Reach and Trample. Very nice size body. That is going to be the pick here. Yeah, I think we're just going to be green. Green-black. Fungal Fortitude. When an enchanted creature dies, it returns to the battlefield. This goes well with our snail. It goes well with the Necromage. We'll take it. I guess I could use more 2-drops. There's Glimpse the Core. I don't know that we need that one. Here we'll take the Deathcat Marionette. That's a fine 2-drop. Also helps start the milling plan. There's the Stone Tree Craft with a cave. We actually don't have a lot of caves. We have a couple. We have a couple of caves. This could actually be an Abyssal Gorestalker deck. If we get the other... Or I could just take the Visage of Dread. I'm going to take the Dread. Because Gorestalker's not really a very sought-after card. Here we get a draw. Which I like this card. We just need some ways to sacrifice it. We could still splash, maybe not for the Market Gnome, or the... We could still potentially splash for the Get Lost. And even if we don't... Even if we don't have white or red mana in the deck to do this whole thing... Well, that would get us... Yeah, maybe we should try to focus on that a little bit. We have Tendril the Myco Tyrant. Which that'd be cool, too. Or there's the Armored Kincaller. Both of them would be fine. I'm going to take the 2-drop. And, hey, look, another chance wheel. Definitely want to pick this one up. Because this can get back our things. But Huatli can even just... It'd be fine. Is a 3-mana 2/3 that gets you a land out of your deck, basically draws you a card. That's still a very playable card in Limited, even if we ignore all the rest of this. Pit Offerings could potentially help us do this. Our opponent would have to be playing white or red. It would be good if we could do the Aurora the 5th people. The Scythe, it is a permanent. It's probably not going to be played in this deck. Another Bristleback. Man, we really need some defossilizes in pack. Going to pack 3, look at our deck. We already have 24. Well, 2 of these are lands. We already have 22 cards. And most of these cards are pretty reasonable. This one's not. Oh, the Stone Tree. That could... What crafts with a K? Oh, what is this? Bringer of the Last Gift. 8 mana for a 6/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. Then each player returns all creature cards from their graveyard that wouldn't put there this way to the battlefield. That seems like what this deck is about, because we've got some self-milling stuff. 8 mana is kind of a lot, but we got Huatley to help us. We got In the Presence of Ages. Let's take it. We need some removal. I know there was a Tithing Blade in that pack. So we have Echo of Dusk, Huatley, and this massive Bringer of the Last Gift. We also have 3 Bristlebacks. Another Chance can also bring back the Bristlebacks from our graveyard for us to cast later on, too. So there's a lot of synergy going on. Ah, ha, ha. This is what we want to defossilize. Why does it have to be in the same pack as a Deadweight? And that makes me so sad. But with 3 Bristlebacks and a Soul Coil Viper, we want to do this. We want to defossilize here. This just returns, just returns creature cards. But yeah, 3 Bristlebacks, we could actually facilitate that. This card is insane too. Just an FYI. This card, probably not so much. We can't splash for this though. You can read what it does. We're going to... Poison Dart Frog would be nice. We don't really have a lot of 4-drops we want to necessarily go into. I guess I'm good with Marionette, because it has Death Touch. Well, the Dart Frog also has Death Touch. It could be a mistake not to pick up another one of those. Well, we can't get creature removal per se. Let's get some Death Touch stuff. What does this do? If you have combat on your turn, this thing explores. Then you may have it become a copy of another creature you control. We could reasonably splash that. We already have a few ways of doing that with Dart Frog, Huatley, and that. But the Stinging Cave Crawler is just so good. I think we're just going to take that anyways. And the Promising Vein. Yeah, we have a Promising Vein. Ah, here's... I complain about not getting removal, and then it comes in a pack with this thing. Am I just passing more black removal? Oh, it's so good. But it also... Let's take the signpost on. Join the Dead. That's fine. Join the Dead is fine. Oh, there's also another snail here I wouldn't mind. But, okay, we got some removal. We got more removal. Not even... I don't need to consider this other stuff. Let's take these Join the Deads. Another... We don't need another one of those. We don't need that. Phantom to help us descend more. Over another Mycoid. Alright, let's take the Phantom. Because I didn't mind having one of those last time. Did I ever even attack with a Phantom last time? Well, I didn't mind it being in the deck. That's the important part. Let's take a look at our 2-drops while we're waiting. We got 2 Marionettes, which are cool. Echo of Dusk. That's not really a 2-drop. There's another Draught. I don't think we need another Draught, though. Because we're kind of like... We have the Soul of the Lost, which isn't quite a 2-drop. We have the Visage of Dread. We have a few things that we can sack to the Souls of the Lost, which will be fine. I could take another Scythe that we're definitely not playing, or I can take this uncommon that we're not playing. We'll take the uncommon. Poison Dart Frog came back. I was this close to picking it last time. Well, I'll take it this time. Another one of this pay 3 or discard a card. This is kind of the deck for it, and even this deck doesn't really want it. We have better things to do than that. Oh, we got this thing again. We also have Grasping Shadow. Whenever a creature I control attacks alone, give it... Yeah, we're going to try that. None of this stuff. Alright, well, we still got 2 Join the Dead, which is cool. So let's first get all of our... We have 10 cards to cut. Yeah, you knew this was coming. Okay, we have a Defossilize. You could also defossilize the Souls of the Lost. Alright, we're gonna... Actually, what I first want to do is put in all of the non-permanent cards that we're going to have in this deck. Oh, defossil... Yep, that's a sorcery, but it's got to go in. And then we'll have... Yeah, we'll have In the Presence. Is it just those 4? I thought we had another one. Wait, we have another... Yeah, we have another chance. Okay. So there's that. Now for 2-drops. Echo, Marionettes. Snail thing. Dart Frogs. 3-drops. Oh, we want the treasure map in there. We want this, that. Oh, we need this in here too. We need Whatley. We need at least a couple of those bristlebacks. I don't know that we need the Runaway Boulder. We have a lot of big stuff. Could also play this. Oh, we need Viper. Yes, we do. Viper, I could even run a 3rd one of these. I don't think that would be insane to do that. This thing is 8 mana. We're going to be milling like half our cards. Are we really going to get to 8 mana? Probably not. So what else do we want in this deck? Let's take a look at the curve. Just tons of 2s and 3s. Maybe another chance, and In the Presence of Ages is a little too much. Because we also have the Defossilize. While we do want to mill some stuff, we're not quite as mill heavy as last time. Part of me just wants to run a third bristleback. I'm fine running Huatley as just a 3-mana 2/3 that can get us a land. That is perfectly acceptable. What's not acceptable is our lack of 4-drops. I could also run... Another Chance Viper, Cave Crawler. I wouldn't mind the Fungal Fortitude either. That'd actually be pretty decent. Okay, so here's the things I'm looking at. This, Grasping Shadows, 'cause that seems nice. Do we need Vito's Inquisitor to sack? We actually don't have a lot of... Hey, let's sacrifice our cards. And I'm not even running these artifacts. What ways do we have to sacrifice or get those artifacts off the field? We have Souls of the Lost. Like, that's just it right now. We have Souls of the Lost, and having a second outlet to sacrifice the Draught. I don't think we can play the Draught. Our 3-mana spot is already kind of cramped, so I don't think we're running the Phantom. The Fungal Fortitude is interesting. Because that can just get us back a thing. We didn't get the 2-mana instant sacrifice thing either. So I'm looking at those 3 cards. And I also feel like we could just run 16 lands again. Probably just get rid of the Pit of Offerings. We don't really have cave synergies per se. Though Pit of Offering could also mess up our opponent's plan. Oh, we do have the treasures from Treasure Map can also help flip Huatley. I guess there's that to consider, but I'm not gonna... I guess there's no real downside to running the Pit of Offerings. We have the Tendril the Myco Tyrant, which is a 2-drop that's kind of meant for this. But I don't know, I like the other ones that we have. 2, 3, 4, 5. We already have 6. Technically 7 things we can do on turn 2. We're probably not going to play Souls of the Lost on turn 2. This may not even be the best Souls of the Lost deck. Oh, what's another thing we could do? Vito's Inquisitor, Phantom. We don't really want... I know this lets us mill cards. But we have to craft with creatures. And the thing is, with another chance, we want creatures in our graveyard. With Defossilize, we want creatures in our graveyard. I don't really want to be taking them out of the graveyard to craft with. I think this will be a 17 land deck. The only other consideration could be the third Bristleback. I could also run Craft with Cave, though we do want to do some descending, though. Alright, well, we still need to make a cut. I think we're just going to run 2 of the Bristlebacks and not 3. 3 seems a little bit absurd. Grasping Shadows. I still want to try this card out, and we need more 4-drops. So I guess our cut then needs to be either the Fungal Fortitude or something else. What is our creature count? 16? So yeah, and the Presence of Ages works well here. If I was gonna cut a creature, it'd probably be the Souls of the Lost. But if our opponent petrifies something, you know, this... I think we can find a thing to sacrifice. And also just sacrifice, like, the Skullcap Snail after it's done its thing. Things like that. And we have ways of bringing back the snail. I'm down to play that. Huatli in the Presence. Akawali, the Seething Tower. So then the only thing we wouldn't... I guess we had to cut the Fungal Fortitude. Because either cut the Fungal Fortitude or some other 2-drop. But I think Fungal Fortitude... I think it's just good in this deck. But we'll try without it first. Green-black Signpost can be the star card here. Well, let's get into the games. So here we go, doing the Descend thing again. Parrot 6632. This time we're a black-green. Pit of Offerings. That enters the battlefield tapped. Blue-red. Okay, Siren for our opponent. We'll play a Promising Vein. That can get us our green source here. You got it, opponent. The Belligerent. When it attacks, create a treasure token. You may look at the top card of your library any time. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Oh, that's when it attacks. Until end of turn you can... Okay. Well, we got our work cut out for us. Grab ourselves a forest as we draw another one. Let's get a 3-drop going. Actually, if that thing has to attack, we can poison Dart Frog. Oh, that'd be fine. Okay, our opponent didn't actually play anything. That's unique. I think we're still going to play the forest here. We're going to attack. See what our opponent wants to do. Our opponent just wants to be weird. We're going to play a Poison Dart Frog. And we'll pass the turn there. So we have the Death Touch effect up. There's a Lara Croft Goblin Tomb Raider. Abrading my Dart Frog. Alright. Oh, now that thing gets to descend. Okay. So now you get to play. Okay, well, I guess you don't. Well, I can do this thing, sacking this. That wouldn't be a horrible idea. And I can also play Akawali too. Yeah, I like it. See if there's any, no sort of stick there. Actually, I could just discard. Yeah, I have extra cards in hand. Let's discard one. Discard a swamp. And now it's a 3/4. Oh, that is scary. I could try double blocking here. There's a lot that could go wrong with that plan. There's a block here. I don't trust this. Alright, we have Pit of Offerings, which still isn't doing a ton. We're also down to 7. We gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, see, he had a trick. Maybe hold this back. I do want to descend. I want to descend and get this thing bigger. So maybe we'll do that. Okay. I'm gonna play the Pit of Offerings. We'll just exile 1 so it can tap for red. Hooray. The other reason I wanted to play that there is we have some 7 drops, and if I draw 1, we gotta block this thing. We gotta do something here. So the 3/1. I double block. Hopefully that doesn't go wrong, but I guess we really need this thing dead. Okay. Well, this is now just a 5/5 with trample, but our opponent just has few too many bomb rares. Okay, opponent. My goodness. And I think we only have 2-3 blockers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just dead on attack, so... Okay. Yeah, opponent just got, you know, multiple bomb rares there that we couldn't deal with. So let's just get into another game against Renegade. Was he number 17? Or is it... Yeah, he's ranked 17. Awesome. We go first, so that's a positive. We got our combo here. So this is neat. There's a puzzle door. Let's start by tearing apart his hand. At least a little bit. What do you get rid of? The captivating cave. Alright. There's a crewmate. We'll just keep this back to block this. Oh, and he didn't get anything. Oh, that's sad. Zoetic glyph. Well, I'm fine with this. Because we'll get a couple tokens. And tokens can't block. He gets a 3-drop. He gets a market gnome. Alright. I can dig that. Do that because we're going to forest cycle. We're going to attack. Because the no reason not to clause. Now we can cycle this, get our forest, and defossilize this thing. Should be good. And now there's no counterspell. I'm gonna make him panic. I always panic a bit when my opponent does something in response to me attacking. I don't know if he just... Ooh, Watley. But that's not what we're doing here. We're doing this. Bring back this thing. And it gets to explore twice. We did the reanimation. Oh, getting 2 lands. Well, that gives us enough lands to cast this other one in our hand. Next turn, we can play the Grasping Shadows, attack for 5 Death Touch lifelink. Pretty cool. Maybe I also play the Promising Vein and activate that. That helps thin a land. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Play the Grasping Shadows. And we'll just see what our opponent wants to do. I thought Sawblades might be coming. That's fine. I got more of those. But I would like to get some lifelink going. And I guess we'll get a forest with this, because these 2 things we're eventually going to sack. Need to be careful with that. I also need to be careful with the flyers. Yeah, we're gonna sack this. Cool. I'll take those trades. Just clear the field a bit more, and let's play another one of these. Those pirates to lock down our 5/5 for a turn. Alright, well I guess we go attacking with the... Ooh. I don't think I need to play that yet. Let's go attacking here. That is now going to flip. I can draw a card and lose a life. Why don't we do that? I like the Death Cat Marionette. I don't think we need to mill 2. Play... Why don't I have enough black? Oh, black. Okay, so it didn't. Okay. Well, we'll play Watley. I got another black source then. I have a lot of pressure coming at our opponent soon. Okay, maybe not as much anymore. They have flyers, which is also annoying. I can kill one of them with Join the Dead. Part of me also wants to save Join the Dead for this thing. The Iron Paw Aspirant. No, Echo of Dusk. That's a good one, too. Do I draw? I don't think we draw just yet. Let's attack with this. Okay. So we could play this and let's draw a card. A treasure map. I like it. And yeah, I can scry it later. I'm gonna kill a flyer this turn for sure. This thing is probably going to craft. I could kill that in response. Then there's no Explorer. I like it. Good enough, because it stops it from either becoming a 3/4 Vigilant flyer or drawing a card. Which would be a land, but still. That thing crafts. Alright. Still taking 3 in the air. Poison Dart. That's actually good enough to draw here. Because that can deal with the flyer. I can do this at any point, yeah? Yeah. Alright, so that's probably going to trade. I'm going to trade it for your... Saw Blades has been annoying. Let's kill both my 5/5s. See how much mana do I need to do all the stuff that I want to do. So I need this. I need 2 to do that. I need 1 and possibly 1. What if I do this? Uses 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could do this and... Because I'm probably not. He's probably not going to swing that into that. So let's go Discovering. Why do we not have... Stupid Auto-Tapper? Oh wait, I don't need any specific mana for that. Never mind. Never mind. Auto-Tapper didn't... I thought we needed green mana to give this Death Touch. We do not. And he doesn't want to see the thing come back a 3rd time. Alright, well, we're 1-1. Let's keep going. I like the way we have this deck built. We still haven't gotten our 2 mill helping instants. That can also get a lot of mana. Maybe I should be playing the 3rd 7-drop. I don't think it would be that unreasonable to do. But what do we take out of the deck? Well, that's a good question. Well, we'll just keep it as is. I don't think we want a bunch of 7-drops clogging up our hand in the early game. In late game, we do have those cave activations and all that. Rastair, diamond rank opponent. Alright, we go first. Not going to play the Souls of the Lost just yet. So we'll start with our Necromage, because we don't mind if that trades off, and then we can sack something to Souls of the Lost. Maybe still later down the line. Am I gonna cycle this? Maybe... maybe not right away. Promising Vein. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Because if we're gonna keep drawing lands, I don't need to cycle this. I am okay for trading this. That's kind of what this card does, and then we get a couple of little doodads here. There's a 3/4. Let's get our cave crawler going. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because we don't have the Descent active yet, and that thing's just going to be obnoxious. And it's still going to be. Okay, and goes exploring a couple of times, getting a couple more lands. And we just keep getting a couple more lands. This thing's just a 2/3 right now. Could be a 3/4. We'll sack a token. There's an attack here I don't think we're going to block at all. Because why wouldn't there be? I don't want to block into open mana in 5 unknown cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just keep getting lands. I could potentially double block and do the... But I think this is just better. I think we'll just be better off playing. I didn't play anything that... What does this thing do? Enters battlefield, choose one, put a +1/+1 counter for each creature that left the battlefield this turn under your control, gain 2 life and scry 2, or exile a graveyard. See, that would have ruined me. Oh. Exiling my... You don't want to exile my... I mean, my graveyard is just 2 cards right now. Still. And that one goes exploring. And gets a intrepid paleontologist. Alright, we're gonna do this here. Now we have a 3/4. I could try to be sneaky. Well, no, I don't need to be sneaky. Because we're going to explore anyways. Alright. Yep, and that gets you the counter. Okay. Do you have any dinos? You don't have any in your... Through the swamp. That's pretty good. Draws the paleontologist and plays it. Okay. I need that, like, Grasping Shadows card, or some amount of our card draw. Dart Frog is not bad. If I attack with this, I would trade with this. Can this target card from a graveyard? You may cast dinosaur spells from cards you own exiled with Intrepid Paleontologist. And that can just exile my graveyard too. That's really bad. Stop exiling my graveyard. Alright, opponent takes the hit. We're going to play out our stuff here. This is already at Descend 4, but it's going to be less than that because this Paleontologist can just start eating our graveyard. Which hurts this and hurts this. Yeah. And hurts my mill stuff later on. Alright. Yeah, I get it. You're just going to exile my graveyard. The War Scribe. You're planning on attacking here? I mean, I'm down with it. Please attack me with both those. Yeah, we're kind of in top deck mode right now. I have a Necromage. Alright. Necromage that's going to get eaten soon. You're going to play that and not... Okay. I mean, at least it's going to do something next turn. Still, our only attack... Our only reasonable attack is the Bristleback. We'll kill off the 4/5. Maybe we'll kill off the 4/5. Are you going to activate that? Yeah, you don't get to cast my dinosaurs on it. Okay. Well, that was annoying. I mean, at least it wasn't getting used on offense. Why does my opponent have to have anti-graveyard stuff? No. That's not better either. Now I can't defossilize because of the stupid Paleontologist. I guess we do this. Well, I'll do that then. Because now you can only exile one thing, and I will mill too. Ooh, and if you're letting me mill, now I get the stuff. So this comes back. I wouldn't mind the Dart Frog number 2 just to lock up things. Colossodactyl. The Colossal Dactyl doesn't actually stop things. We do need to keep 2 mana open. This thing will go down to a 3/3. so we'll just not do anything this turn. I'm shocked you didn't... Yeah, I'm shocked you didn't do that before. I want that paleontologist dead. I just need to find a join the dance. Join the dead. Oh, well, this is perfect. Oh, actually, because of the stupid paleontologist. It's not... Well, we already did it. This only returns a card from my graveyard. Yep, we need to do that. Okay, okay. Alright, no more of this. I've had enough of it. Because now our Defossilize is going to be active. We're going to... And this is actually a great turn to do... Stop. Stop turning off my Descend. Makes me so sad. Okay. Now we're doing better. Do not have a thing that gets you back your paleontologist or whatever from the graveyard. What is this thing? Another rare. How many rares is our opponent gonna play? I mean, okay, I've got 3 of them in my deck, but... And this is just gonna add mana. And I can just trade with a token or Akawali. It's fine. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to trade this dart for... Okay. That makes a map token. I don't know what's going on here. I do need to kill the flyer at some point. Do I want to double block here? Because if that goes poorly, let's just do these 2 blocks for now. Oh no, that went well. So we could have double blocked here too. It's fine. River Herald Guide, sure. And you get a Colossodactyl. Well, that's also nice. So now I suppose you're going to explore and make that bigger, which is also fine. Alright, alright. How many of these bristlebacks do I need to play to win this game? Well, our opponent is running out of stuff to deal. Oh, it has this cave that can put 2+ and +1 counters on creature. That's only as a sorcery. I don't have attacks here. So you get 2 more mana that you can't use because you have 1 billion mana now. I have Defossilize again. Sure. Yeah, we're just going to have to trade some stuff here. That could trade, and these 2 could double block that. Because that's just a Colossodactyl. Yeah, let's do that. Get rid of the silly, frilly map tokens. And this thing is bigger now. There's Colossodactyl. Okay, I guess we didn't get rid of all the silly, frilly map tokens. Vanguard the Dust Rose. I don't care about that. Defossilize. Because we're not tired of this happening yet. Oh, Grasping Shadows, that's going to stay on top. Oh, and it's a 7/7. Perfect. Now for a lesson in Death Touch and Trample. The lesson being, that is not a good idea. Because it only takes 1 point of damage to do that. Oh, and by the way, I have this too, and I descended. Oh, don't... That's rude. I know this other stuff is going to trigger the descend. Fine. Let's scry and see what's on top here. I don't care about that. Well, I guess since we get to... gain life anyways, I'm gonna just keep doing that. Oh, Huatli. Let's play Huatli first. Grab a swamp. Play the swamp, because we can have things to do with mana. Deathcat Marionette, that's not the most exciting thing. Let's go here, so we can trigger this. Now we can draw a few extra cards. Let's draw an extra card. Wait, we just scried this to the bottom. Whatever. Not gonna mill. Because I don't... Oh, my descent... I should have milled. I could have triggered my... Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's scry before we draw. That seems good. Because I don't think my opponent is sick of this enough. Let's go attacking here. Attack, attack. Sure. All this stuff attacks. Have fun with it, opponent. Or are you going to protect it? Staggering Size! Oh, that's cute. He triggered my descent. Did I win yet? No, apparently not. Okay, we'll do it the hard way. We can get rid of the last card in his hand. We can sack treasure, draw a card. Yeah, get rid of the 5/5 so we can just, you know, go to town. Yeah, okay. I think the answer to our question was 4. I think we cast 4 Bristlebacks to win that game. That kind of does make me want to play more Bristlebacks in the deck. But what would I even take out? Souls of the Lost would be impressive if our opponent didn't have Graveyard Exiling shenanigans. That's what was slowing us down that game. I guess maybe we don't need In the Presence of Ages, but I guess we'll keep the deck the same. Next game. Quinteros Canned is a planeswalker from the world of Archivos and has been ranging through. Oh, range. He's exploring. Okay. Ninetales. Didn't we have this opponent in our Shadows over Innistrad? Oh yeah, this is. We can work with this. We can work with this, because we can always get this to get our... Okay, well, we have a 3-drop. Well, we have a... You all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say. We have our mana, we have Watley. They have a Compass Gnome. Compass Gnome's kind of annoying. Am I gonna trade... I think I am going to trade, because I want to get the Cave Crawler online. We're going to grab a Swamp, because we do have some double... Yeah, I don't exactly plan on flipping Watley, really. The only way we can do that is with Treasure Map. Watley's going to stay back to... well... If I play the Cave Crawler, I wouldn't have to do that. There's a Poison Dart Frog. Dart Frog next turn gives us 6 mana. That's not enough to do these anyways. So yeah, let's play Cave Crawler, I think. And we won't attack. I suppose I could have attacked there. And I guess if I'm going to block, I'd rather block with Watley. Because I don't really value it anymore. Poison Dart Frog? What do you want to do about that opponent? Nothing. Okay. I definitely don't want to attack into open mana here. I'll just pass. We don't need to do anything right now. When our opponent plays 4 lands and then doesn't do anything, it's just really... you're more afraid of Watley. I mean, I understand. The flipping is scary. It's a scary world out there. Do you have another Abrade? Okay, no. I'm actually more interested in trading the Poison Dart Frog for the... Okay, he's not going to attack. That's fine. We'll do this. We almost have Descend 4 for our Crawler. Which I could actually have active come next turn. Wait, doesn't this get... No, that just gets basic land. Okay. Oh, I could cast... I'm actually a little bit more interested in doing this. Because then I can attack with the Cave Crawler. Let's go for it. Oh, Viper. That's cool. I just got hurled into a Charticourse. Alright, well, we'll attack. We'll draw, gain a life, or lose a life, excuse me. And we don't have a block here, but we do have a Bristleback on deck. You got it, opponent. No blocks. Okay, we need to not get hurled again. Okay, well, we're not going to get hurled again. The Captain. I want to attack. Gee, I wonder what you're going to target with the needle. Alright, alright. That's... fair. I have a lot more of these. Though I might do Grasping Shadows next turn. Because I wouldn't mind getting Death Touch and Lifelink going for a few turns. But let's see what Ninetales does here. Runaway Boulder. Yeah, that is annoying. Okay, I guess we're just going to play another one. Or I could play Grasping Shadows and leave the Deathcap Marionette. I don't hate that idea. But this can get down right now. Let's go attacking here. Alright, let's play another one of these. So that's Bristleback number 2. We could still have another chance. And we have Defossilized still in our deck somewhere. Okay, we're doing the Lodestone Needle thing. And there's a chart, of course, with no other things. Well, without attacking, so we had to discard one. That's fine. Explores, just gets a land, and plays a sentry. Okay. Now, I think we're in the business to do this. This is going to attack alone. It's going to get Death Touch and Lifelink. And we'll have 2 other death... That's fine. I mean, I can just make the stuff come back later. I don't need to mill. Do not need to mill. We have this Death Toucher up. We have this Death Toucher. This thing is... It might get really big, but it's not going to get through. Sure, you go exploring. River Herald Scout. Do you want to keep that? You do not want to keep that. That's fine. That's mildly annoying. I'm still game for double blocking it. Because I'm going to have... Yeah, that was fine. Let's get that off the board. You have another one, don't you? Oh, okay. So, creature attacks alone, it gets Death Touch, Lifelink. I also need to draw a card. Let's do this. Another Dart Frog, sure. Yep. Well, that was going to trade off, but we got to draw. And we're good here. Next turn we can flip this and start drawing some more cards. Ew, yuck. Maybe I just don't block this thing. Take 5, I'll gain 3. Well, the Menace guy's got to be double blocked anyways at some point. Alright, fine, and I still have a creature. Give this Death Touch just in case. As long as I get to attack next turn. Which it looks like we do. This... Oh, there's white in this deck. I thought that was something else this whole time. Oh, Pit of Offerings. What do I want to take out? Probably... artifact things. There could be some crafting with artifacts in this deck. Might as well take the Captain. Not the most impressive life gain, but it's fine. We need to... Oh yeah, this is really fine. Here's a 7/7. 7/7, and can't be blocked by more than one creature. Mine's bigger. Oh, yours might become just as big right now. And it does. Alright, alright. Oh, defossilize. That's a good one. Let's draw an extra card. Also a good one. I might play both of those this turn. Let's go attacking. Because our opponent's not going to like what happens next. Yep. I can actually play both of these. Let's get back this thing. Oh, join the dead. That can stay on top, too. He has a couple discover opportunity. Well, one discover opportunity here. Couple explorers. Oh, there's a plane, so that was another discover opportunity soon enough. Oh, the diamond pickaxe. Wait, you don't want that? It's a good. Well, it's a good card. It's just not good in this situation. And here's a discover. Spinning the wheel. What 4-mana card am I terrified of? It's not a braid. Although a braid is minorly annoying. If I kill this, I still don't win this turn, so let's not kill that. Swing for 10. Are we gonna spin the discover wheel again? Another braid. Well, yeah, that's not good enough against the 7/7. We gotta find something else. Saw blades. That's also not good enough against the 7/7. So that is another game in the books. I'm liking this deck again, too. Alright, next game. And immediate opponent, Michael. He's a ranked 811. Alright. Well, we have the treasure map. I'm going to go ahead and keep this, though we are lacking green. We do actually have a lot of green sources in our deck with the things we can discard. Alright, treasure map, and we're actually going to set an upkeep stop, because we need to find... Well, we could cast this, but we don't... No, we can't. This comes in tapped. We don't have a real castable card right now. That'll do. So next turn we could poison Dart Frog. We're gonna end up taking some damage here because this Captain Storm on turn 2 is really good. Ooh, followed up with a Scytheclaw Raptor. I'm gonna have to play this just to get the land out. Poison Dart Frog can't even block anything this turn. Let's do this, and we'll have the treasure map activation up. This is only when I, cast a spell. This is just activating an ability. Yeah, so this land is kind of punishing us this game. Having it early is not good. Maybe I should just take it out for another... Oh gosh. That card is too good. We're gonna lose this game really quick. I may want an upkeep stop, because we can scry again on upkeep. can't block any of this. Yeah, we're already down to 11. And it's turn 4. Oh, that thing's a 2-drop. Our opponent's deck is stacked. Let's do this. This is just going to be too slow. We need stuff that can affect this board right now. I'm going to activate this. That's good, but we can't get it on the board. Actually, maybe I should have just drew that. Yeah, I should have just drew that. Kind of need this 4/5. I don't... Yeah, I should have taken the 7-drop. There's no chance that our opponent is going to swing the 2/2 into that. Might as well get in for 2 damage. We're kind of at the mercy of whatever our opponent has here. There's an artifact. So we can make a thing that's bigger than our 4/5 already. There's the dowsing device. Yeah, very aggressive blue-red deck. And we have a very kind of slow dirt. I'm going to take that cave out. Because we can't just have... that cave coming in untapped. And you can just... yeah, you can actually attack with that. And just put a counter on the raptor or something. And I have to block one of these two. Because that puts a 1/1 counter on something. Well, we have to block or we lose. There's a Watley. Well, we need to do the poison dart frog. Watley, dart frog. I think we just do it like that. This thing grants trample. No, it grants haste. Haste. This grants trample, gosh. But then again, I think if I had the 7-drop, because it would be this turn we'd be playing the 7-drop. I don't think that's much better. You might not have an artifact to play, though. That might be what ends up saving us here. We gotta see what he's gonna give trample to. He gets to play a mountain. Okay, gives trample to that. So Dart Frog is definitely gonna block there. Like, he's only got 1 card in hand. I don't think we can afford to play around anything. he's got a braid, he's got a braid. Yeah, his last card was a braid. Alright. Well, Dart Frog is going to get Death Touch. We really needed this dead, but... Well... I can kind of have that dead and kind of not. I almost need to just defossilize the Echo. 5. We would need to hit a swamp as well to be able to join the dead that. I guess we gotta get a little bit lucky. I want to save... Oh my gosh, I want to save a black mana. I can do this on the Echo. That's not good enough. Perfect. Get rid of this. It still leaves us dead to a removal, but I think this is our best shot here. We have another chance. We have the Mycoid coming up. We might be okay. Well, he's going for the... We have to block this. No way around that. Okay. So we still gain 4. I'm good with that. Can I cast that? 4, 5, 6, 7. I can. And I will. Oh, we're making a comeback now. Oh, he's got the Discover, and that's his last thing that he can do, and he's in complete top deck mode. That's not going to cut it, buddy. You can deal 2 to me. I'm going to another chance and definitely get back the Echo. Oh, this is sweet, too. I'm going to do this. We're going to take action. Oh, yes. Give me the Echo. What's in his... That's in his hand, too. We'll take the Snail and get that out of his hand. I don't have enough black. Crap. Let's get that out of his hand, though. I'm just going to be a little bit cautious in our attack, so keep the 3/3 Dino behind. I want to get cheesed out by something random. There's a forest. I'm okay doing this. We still only have 2 black. Let's play Souls of the Lost. Sack permanent. I know I'm missing a trigger off this guy. I'm short on black right now. But I'm just adding a 6/7 to the board. And that's game. I did not think we were going to come back from that one. Opponent just had the perfect start. I just lost my mouse. I think that was my mouse. I think we're still... Alright. Yeah, my mouse cord was caught. I need to get a different mouse. XD Kurt. I was going to take that cave out of the deck. Oh well. This is fine. Because we have our green source. we have another green source. Do I want to cycle this? That is the question. Everything else in our hand costs... Oh, well, that's annoying. I'm going to get rid of the... It exiles. So I'm going to get rid of the another chance. Yeah, we'll keep the... Ooh. The Presence of Ages. I'm going to play the Death Toucher. This will be fine. Until he kills it, you know. But next turn we can play In the Presence of Ages. To make our land drop. I mean, I'd ask you please to not kill it, but it's a Mythic rank player playing removal colors. Oh, hey, it's not dead. I'm not a fan of seeing that card, though. Not gonna block. So, Presence seems a little... I'll block it with the Necro Sage. I guess since this doesn't need to block anything else, we can just go ahead with the attack. This thing, if our opponent descends, he can return this to his hand. And so this can be some repeatable value. I don't have a way to destroy enchantments in this deck. I just don't think I do. So we just need to outsize these 3/2s, which we can do as the game goes on. I mean, that happened. And there's a Plundering Pirate. Yeah, this is gonna get bad. And it's gonna get bad in a hurry. We need to make land drops. Put that into our hand. Snail, Colossal Dactyl. Kinda like the Echo. But Echo's not going to be bigger than his stuff. Would have considered taking the Snail if this would have been an untapped land. But it's not, so we can't. These corpses are nasty. I think I'm gonna have to trade the Cave Crawler with an Abrade. We're just going to be dead here. Now I can't even... So I could even kill two. It doesn't even matter what we play here. We just can't survive the onslaught. That rare is a little bit busted. Alright. Yep, way too aggressive of a rare there. Alright, next game. After we take the cave out. Because that's just... I think it's going to screw up our mana a lot more than... it's going to help us. And we don't have any cave synergies per se. It's not a cave that can sacrifice itself and go to our graveyard to help with some of the other stuff in our deck. Zayurgir. I don't know how to pronounce that. This hand is fine. We have a cave into an Echo into a Necromage with the Join the Dead at some point. Opponent thinking about keeping. It took a while to make that keep. This is why we're not winning. We gotta press those. Okay, up against another blue deck. We'll have to watch for counter magic. Blue-white, there's the Oaken. And here's an Echo. We've got the Necromage, and we've got the Mycoid coming up after that. That's a 2/2 double striker now. I think we just need to kill that. Because otherwise it's just going to... I could play Huatli. I wouldn't mind trading Huatli with it. Because our opponent doesn't know that we don't actually intend to flip this. I have 2 forests in hand, so I'm going to grab another swamp. And we're not going to attack, and we'll just trade 3 drops. It's fine. Our 3-drop drew us a land. Okay, we're going to join the dead that card now. See, this is why we didn't just spam join the dead. Interesting. Well, this is definitely dying, so... Opponent's going to get to discover... and gets a Tinker's Toe. Okay. And plays a Needle. That's annoying. But we can manage. There were a thing that we were going to trade with the runners. I don't know if I can manage that. So this is 9... We're taking 10 if we block a token. Otherwise we're taking 6. I don't like this all the way around. How did our opponent just suddenly get so hyper-aggressive? 2 Zoetic Glyphs. Well, I guess 4/5 stops this dead cold. Well, sort of. Could still swing out. I would trade off the Echo. Oh, well, here comes this. I mean, yeah, this... Of course you get the thing. Now these just trade. Has block there, chump block there, take 1. Playing 1 card is only gonna... Okay, Death Toucher is good. We'll go ahead and mill here. So we hit a permanent and we get the thing. Of course, now we can just make the flyer Explorer. Okay, that doesn't... Okay, we're dead to flyers next turn. Which is annoying. That's the wrong Explorer target, but... Could have explored with that. Alright, well, we gotta kill the 5/4. Which gets another Discover. So Sawblade and that kills. Yeah, he just has everything. Wait, this is your... Did we play this guy in this event already? Well, everything in our hand just says we're dead to these flyers. We still probably could be with that. I guess we have to discover something. Our Colossodactyl's already dead. Another chance. That is too slow. Yeah, Viper, we would need the Echo and the Dactyl, but we can't play them this turn, so we just lose to Flyers. That was an unfortunate end. I told you guys, those cheap Flyers, they can really ruin you in this format. Well, we got 4 wins with the deck. Deck was pretty fun to play. Just losing to Hyper Aggro, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, we had ways to kind of stall the board, but those aggro decks were just absurd. Two of those glyphs, and just getting the perfect discoveries off of them. But yeah, we got a mythic out of it, and the Grasping Shadow was really needed in this deck for the life link. And same with the Echo of Dusk. The lifelink is just super important in these slower black decks, is what we're kind of finding. We got to do the defossilize thing with the Bristleback. Didn't get to do it in the last couple games, but well, we got that going. It was nice. So we'll claim our prize. 1,400 gems, 3 packs, and for now, I'll take my leave.